What's happening, guys? You are back with TheReal PG, and today we're going to be looking at a Prizepicks video on the NFL for Thursday night, October the 13th. So tonight, guys, I'm going to be coming to you with 5 picks. Mix them, match them, however you feel is right. Don't need to take 5 just because I'm giving you 5. Before we get into the video, please like, subscribe, and hit that alert bell so you don't miss any videos, you're not late to any videos, because these lines do change rapidly, as we all know. So let's get right on into it. We're going to be starting off on the Washington side of the ball. I had a struggle coming up with even one play I liked on the Chicago side. There's 2 remedies to it. I will be giving you both options, but let's start here. So Carson Wentz, I have 2 props for you that I like. First being his interceptions. Carson Wentz been throwing a lot of picks. I liked him to the over. If we look here on my favorite book, the greatest book out there, sharpest book out there, Pinnacle Sportsbook, where you should be getting all your lines if you're not. Let's see what Carson Wentz is listed at. So if we scroll to Carson Wentz and we look at let's look at all of his props. So ranging from a 123 up to a 143, minus 143 for the over 0.5 receptions, minus 129 for the longest completion, minus 125 for his over 32.5 pass attempts, minus 114 for the yardage, and minus 136 for his rushing yards, which is his other pick that I will be giving you. So if you notice, these are the 2 best juice lines. Minus 143 for the pick is the best one, and minus 136 for the rushing yards. Whichever you feel more comfortable about. Do you think he's going to throw a pick? Take the pick prop. If you think he's going to get the rushing yards, take the rushing yards. Vegas is basically saying flip a coin on which one is more likely. If we look and see on his rushing, they have it set at 10.5 here on Prizepicks also, and this is one he's been hitting with flying colors. So that's another one that I would be taking a look at. So we're going to put this one up for right now. Next, we're going to be moving on to Curtis Samuel. I like 2 different props of Curtis's, and again, it is up to you which way you would like to play it. So I like his receptions prop at 5. It was 4.5. We missed it. It changed about a day ago. When I saw that change, I was in no hurry because I knew it wasn't going to 5.5. But at this point, it could. So I like his receptions. There is a chance for pushing, but Curtis Samuel obviously has hit this in 4 or 5 games, and when we look into his target share, I'll read down the list. He had 8 last week, 7 the week prior, 10, 9, and 11 for targets. So he hasn't seen under 7 targets, and he's had 6, 4, 7, 7, and 8 receptions. So only once has he fallen short, not even pushed, fallen short. So this is one I like. There is an opportunity for a push, which would be my only argument for why I would like the receiving yards more, because if you think he's going to get 5 catches or more, it's pretty likely he's going to get 47.5 receiving yards. That's 10 yards a catch, and he's hit that at that same rate. The same day he only got the 4 catches, he didn't clear his yardage. You know what? When you look at his fantasy score, bet you the same thing. Look at that. Cleared all of them except for that same day he only got 4 targets. So even the fantasy score is another one. If you like the fantasy score and you think he's going to wind up in the end zone tonight, this would be the play to take, as Prizepicks is the PPR. So really, there's 3 picks for Curtis Samuel. Receptions, we're not going to look at rushing yards. I don't like rushing yards just because the last 2 weeks he has not seen any. So we're going to stay away. But the 3 I like would be, again, 1, 2, and 3. Receiving yards, receptions, or fantasy score. Whichever way you would like to play it is up to you. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on receptions, as that is my favorite choice. Next, we're going to be looking at the tight end, replacing their starter, John Bates. So John Bates is a name that I hadn't heard until 2 weeks ago. But Bates, if we look back, starting last week, he had 3 receptions, and Logan Thomas was not out there last week. The week prior, Logan Thomas was still playing, and he had 6. Dude had 6 targets. The game prior, he had 1. The game prior to that, 3. And the first game of the year, 1. So in the 1 game we've seen by himself, he was 3 for 3 for 39 yards. The game before that, he was 4 for 6 for 19 yards. So the fact that he's capable of catching 4 balls and only getting 19 yards scares me off of a yardage prop, but I love the receptions prop. I would like to see it at 1.5 even more, but we're never going to get that. But if we dig into here and we look at John Bates, over 1.5 they have on the sportsbook at minus 151. So they're basically saying this is pushing grounds with the upside for more. So I feel very comfortable in the fact that he'll get at least a push out of it. So that is pick number 3. Pick number 4 is going to be, well, their pick number 4 and 5 are both Justin Fields picks. It's just, again, another which way do you want to play it. So I have 2 for you. Let's go back to Prizepicks and take a look. First one is going to be Justin Fields interceptions, over 0.5. Last 2 games, he hasn't thrown one. You know what that means? He's due. So lock him in. He's putting one in their hands tonight, I think. So if we take a look at what Sportsbook has to say about that, over 0.5 receptions for Justin Fields at minus 140, juiced just as heavily as Carson Wentz. And I can tell you yesterday, Carson Wentz, at least, was only a minus 108. Last night, this was only a minus 108 to throw a pick. So major money has been coming in on him throwing an interception. Fields has been in this upper range. I think it was 132 last night. So people have been consistently putting money on Fields throwing a pick. So I like that. If you don't like that play, the next one I do like would be right here at over 13.5 receptions. So they have it at 14 on the book. And he has only cleared this I know he's only cleared it in 1 week, but I don't see in any world where Chicago won't be chasing from behind tonight. The only reason I like this prop is because of the fact that I know that they should be coming from behind, as well as the fact that the sportsbook is really juicing this one to pretty high at minus 134, like almost as high as his chance to throw an interception, which in my head is really high. So this is, makes chances really high that it hits, in my opinion. So that would be the other one to look at. The rushing yards, just too much. I do think he's going to scramble a lot, but that's just too much. All the rest are juiced pretty averagely. I wouldn't be too over excited to be playing anything else. I guess there's one more I could offer out to you, if I can find it here. I mean, really, there was actually two more. So, if you want to, if you're a fan of Cole Kmet, on here they have him listed at 3 targets or 3 receptions. I don't mind the play. He hasn't really been getting there. He got there once and he pushed once. But again, if we lean on what Las Vegas expects, he is juiced at a minus 142 for over 2.5. To me, that looks like a push. And that's just a waste of an opportunity to put somebody else on your card that could win. So that is an option, though. And the other one was JD McKissick. And his over two, so it's over 2.5 is a minus 158. Of course, Prizepicks has it at a 3. So chances are, again, that it's a push with upside. So if we look at McKissick and his 3 receptions, he has been getting there and pushing. So this is a pretty good bet. So that would be the final one I'm going to offer to you. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. Okay. If there's one of these that you don't want to play and you want to keep a 5-person slip, I would highly advise that if you go into the MLB section, they put back up the props for the New York game for tomorrow. They have Shane Bieber at 27.5, literally lower than everybody but Nestor Cortez, and they have him projected to go out there for 6 innings and throw 6 strikeouts. How in what world does that equal 27.5 fantasy score? This should be in all of your picks tomorrow. If you want to include it in picks tonight, put it in there because it's hitting. It's the best pick I've seen in the last month. This is it. So that's where I stand tonight, guys. If you're gonna tail, I wish you luck. If not, I wish you luck nonetheless, and I will see you tomorrow with a baseball video, and then get ready for Saturday. It's going to be an exciting day. We have 4 games of baseball going on, and we're going to be having some more options, and we're finally going to have a little bit more of an open slate where we have room to play and find more plays that are justifiable. So get excited for the next couple days. We got some winning to do, guys. Again, let's repeat these. Prizepicks NFL slate for tonight, Thursday night, October 13th, Carson Wentz. I like, again, over 10.5 rushing yards or over 0.5 receptions. I like Curtis Samuel over 5 receptions or over 47.5 receiving yards. I like John Bates over 2 receptions. I like Justin Fields over 0.5 interceptions. And I like JD McKissick over 3 projected receptions. Till the next one, guys. Good luck and peace.